Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. I am your CSS mentor, engineer Hafiz ARSLAN QADIR. Today I am going to discuss English essay paper regarding CSS exam. There are a few prerequisites to CSS preparation, and they are basic knowledge, past paper analysis, analytical mindset, writing of paragraph, and the motivation. For preparation of an essay paper, daily reading of a quality newspaper and books on the subject of philosophy, world history, politics, economics, sociology, to name a few, is very helpful. Remember that aspirant is aiming to be an all-rounder. Essay paper is divided into some core areas that are education, Islam, socio-economics crisis management, terrorism and extremism, governance, media, environmental issues, Pakistan, science and technology, and United Nations organization. Choose any 5 areas to be on the safe side that you have a command over according to your educational background, interests and aptitude. Once you have chosen your 5 core areas, get the past papers and list down all the questions that appeared in past papers regarding that core area. It is assumed that your grammar, sentence, structure, vocabulary and spellings are in good shape. Firstly, you need to take a simple essay topic from any area that you are well versed in and start brainstorming. Think and scribble everything that comes to your mind on a piece of paper. Then divide your outline into major variables and minor variables. Make your outline comprehensive to such an extent that the examiner clears you for essay while looking at your outline only. All of your essay preparation would revolve around you practicing your outlines. All of the other stuff is just mechanical. You in-depth practice of making outlines. It is preferred to hire a teacher to check your outlines on a regular basis so that you can improve. Once you know how to make an outline, your essay will clear. In short, work on your mind on the go. Think in terms of what, why, how, pros and cons, cause and effects, what ought to be. It will be used in making outline. You need to have a technical know-how of writing a simple paragraph, an introduction and a conclusion. It will be an exercise of your mind. Writing an expansion daily will keep your mind running till your exam. You need to be in a writing habit, and your mind must be in a habit of thinking too. So keep practicing. Stay motivated, and once in a week write an essay on one of your outlines. Making an outline for an essay means to make a sketch for the entire essay by writing the basic and main idea which are to be elaborated to write the essay. Making an outline is important for 2 reasons. Firstly, it is the part of your answer and asked in the question, and secondly, it helps you to write an essay with perfection. Before starting to write the essay, think over the topic to collect the main ideas which you will elaborate to the essay. Write down all these main ideas in the form of lines having numbers or bullets. You can give a name or a title to each main idea while making the outline, or you can also write each main idea in a sentence form, but all the ideas should be in proper order. Major headings could be as introduction, that explains what and how, historical perspectives, and optional heading, meaning of the key terms, views of philosophers and analysts. Then make an analysis that describes pros and cons, causes and effects, compare and contrast. You have to make a heading of case studies in major headers, then recommendations and conclusions. Minor headers describe division of ideas and thoughts from origin to end and political aspects from different angles like social, moral, cultural, religious, economics and political aspects. All levels like individuals, community, provincial, state level, regional or international or global, then categorize the headings according to tangible or intangible. Outline is the skeleton of an essay. It should be very comprehensive and elaborated. A sample outline of topic failure of governance in Pakistan. There may be a suitable outline for the mentioned topic like first introduction, then tell about the prerequisites of good governance like rule of law, accountability, equal distribution of resources and opportunities, and service delivery. Then tell about the evidences of failure of governance in Pakistan like absence of rule of law, state organs and national institutions are contradicting and overriding each other, rampant extremism, terrorism and security issues. Then describing the mounting domestic and international political challenges. Nepotism, favoritism and corruption have become inherent feature of institutions, consistently deploring economic conditions and rising unemployment, poverty and inflation, rupturing social infrastructure, degrading social institutions and widespread social unrest. Then make an in-depth analysis on current state of governance. Solution to ensure good governance in Pakistan like strong and independent parliament, rule of law and no institutional activism, drastic measures to control terrorism, depoliticization of administration, ensuring service delivery through public-private partners, high GDP allocations and by attracting FDI, building human resource and enhancing job base to utilize human resources, optimum utilization indigenous resources to reduce fiscal and trade deficits and economic uplift, planned urbanization, controlled population growth and infusing high moral. And then state your conclusion. Many of you are quite worried about your essay paper. We have here for you the techniques of handling an essay. Before we start, I would like you to take a deep breath and read and listen me slowly and carefully so as to understand everything clearly. I would want you to put all the worries of your life behind. Everything's gonna be alright. Generally, essay depicts two things, knowledge and mode of expression. By the end of your preparation, you would have studied 12 subjects, so you would have enough knowledge to write in an essay. What really matters is an essay is its structure. Aspirants, Federal Public Service Commission examiners want to see if you have followed the basics and given them what they expect. This is what is known as discipline. Discipline is a prerequisite of essay writing. Discipline is basically when you see the right person at the right place at the right time. Discipline is depicted in your structure. Well, we will go back to part that later. There are some techniques of starting an essay. First of all, step 1, we have topic selection in the essay paper. The technique to select a topic is to read it firstly from up to down while grading the topic according to your interest and knowledge. Secondly, you need to start reading the topic from down to up, again doing the same thing. The reason behind doing this is you start with the first topic, your concentration level is 100%. As you move along, your concentration level decreases. So not to do injustice to your topic selection, you need to repeat the process from downwards this time. Doing this will help you choose the right topic. The second most important technique is brainstorming. Once you have selected the topic, it is prime time for you to start brainstorming your topic. Now, I would like to tell you that there are broadly two types of people in this world. The first type is known as left-brained, who has a calculated approach. That person goes by the rule in everything he or she does. The second type is the right-brained, who is quite creative and innovative in his approach. You would be wondering why I would be telling you this regarding essay writing. Well, there are two ways of brainstorming. If you have the left-brained person, you would restrict your thoughts and categorize them as they come in your mind. For example, if your essay is related to terrorism, you may start thinking firstly the causes, then the effects, and so forth. You would try to limit your thoughts, whereas if you are a right-brained person, you would let your idea flow in a meaningless and category-less approach. This way, a meaningless point may lead you to a very strong point if you put no limits to your thoughts. Once you have scribbled all your ideas, then you may categorize them or code them. You may choose the approach that suits you, but personally I would go with the latter. Now we will be looking into the structure of an essay. This is how you need to attempt your essay in your CSS exam. This is what discipline is all about that I mentioned earlier. To begin with, there are three parts of an essay: introduction, body, and conclusion. The introduction is a mirror to a conclusion. That is, the conclusion is a mere restatement of an introduction. Whatever your stance was in the introduction part, it must be the same in your conclusion with a more reshuffling of the words or sequence. The first part of the essay is introduction. The introduction has three parts: motivators or brainwashing, thesis statement, and sketch or planning. First of all, we discuss motivators or brainwashing. This is to be your background where you indirectly come to your topic. Should be general in nature, not specific. You may use quotations, anecdotes, hadiths, ayat, recent news, or historical events. Attract the examiner's attention or emotional trapping in 4 to 5 lines. Then you have to make thesis statement. Thesis statement is particular and precise. It contains the main theme of your essay. It is a pivot around which your essay revolves. In simple word, thesis statement is one sentence opinion explaining your stance or point of view. You cannot waver from your stance. Stick to it till the end and define it at all times. It is the simplest and clearest sentence, containing no ambiguities. It may be a risk for a few, but you may use a blue marker to write down your thesis statement. The third part of introduction is the planning. Telling the sequence you would be following. It must depict connectivity and coherence. It must be simply and clearly stated. For instance, you are writing an essay on my favorite politician. Your introduction structure may be as follows. Motivators as the significance of politics and politicians. And thesis statement is Mr. ABC is my favorite politician, and plan is I will be discussing Mr. ABC's sincerity, devotion, high qualification and courage. Your plan tells the sequence of your body paragraphs. The examiner may pick one random point from the list, for example devotion, and see if your second body paragraph is about devotion or not. Sequence matters a lot. The second part of an essay, known as body. The second part of your essay includes as your body paragraph. It is imperative to understand the technique of paragraph writing. All your paragraphs must be according to this technique. The examiner may pick any paragraph to see if you have followed the techniques or if you know what it is. A group letters is a word. A group of words having complete sense is sentence, and a group of sentences supporting one idea is a paragraph. Paragraph writing, just like essay writing, has three parts. Paragraph writing is nothing but solid evidence. Paragraph writing is an art. Like other arts, it can also be learned and mastered by learning some principles and acting upon them. You will have here the most important techniques and principles for writing paragraphs and later essays. They are as follows. First one is topic sentence. It is advisable to state your point in a very first sentence. The point or an idea of a paragraph is called a topic sentence. Whole the paragraph relates to the topic sentence. Make sure all the details are directly relevant to the topic sentence. If you add irrelevant details, your paragraph is going to be weaker. And weak paragraph does not capture the attention of the examiner. If you fail to catch your examiner's heat, he or she will not read your paragraph with interest, and finally he or she may put it aside. In paragraph, first and last places are very important. Induce your examiner in first sentence to read more and have interest, so that he or she likes your writing skills. It is the first single sentence, and it is the heading in a form of a sentence. It must contain one main idea. An effective topic sentence does two things. First, it provides the topic of a paragraph. Second, it demonstrates the writer's point of view or idea or an opinion about the topic. For example, if you are writing an essay related to crime and your first portion of a paragraph is on causes of crimes, then one of your paragraphs may be on unemployment as a cause of a crime. Your topic sentence would be unemployment is one of the cause behind crime. So in this sentence, unemployment is a topic and is one of the cause behind crime, is a writer's idea about topic. Remember, your topic is a general idea. Supporting idea is specific one. You have made a point and provided an effective topic sentence. Now it is time for supporting the point you have made. To support your point, you may provide logical or specific reasons, examples or experiences, etc. Even if you mention one example, that would be enough. Supporting details should be concise so that your examiner can understand it. The more brief and specific your supporting details are, the better your examiner can make a picture of your paragraph in his or her mind. This portion would have 5 to 6 lines while you are justifying your topic sentence. Paragraph has main idea. Paragraph has main idea, which is general idea, and the details which support the general idea are specific ones. To write an effective and impressive paragraph, you should understand the general and specific ideas. You know that you use general and specific ideas on daily basis. Yes, you do, but you do not know about them. For example, you may say that unemployment is one of the causes behind crime, and after that you go on telling how it causes crime. For example, you may say that unemployment is one of the causes behind crime, and after that you go on telling how it causes crime. So unemployment is one of the causes behind crime. It is a general idea or topic sentence, and the causes which you provide are the specific details and strong evidence about topic. Remember that the details in your paragraph clearly relate to and support your topic sentence. If details are irrelevant, your paragraph is going to lose unity. If unity is lost, nothing is in paragraph. For example, if your topic is on economy of Pakistan is going down day by day, so in this topic you should discuss only the reasons of going down of economy with examples, experiences, some studies, etc. You should not discuss political aspects of Pakistan because topic is economy, not politics. If you mix relevant and irrelevant details in your paragraph will not be read by one. A mere reflection of your topic sentence. Concluding sentence is a mere reflection of your topic sentence. It means that it is the restatement of the topic sentence. Writer should know the ways of organizing the support in a paragraph. Coherence is basically the flow that you have to maintain in your paragraphs as well as your whole essay. He or she should also learn signal words or transitional words, which increases effectiveness of a paragraph. Transitions are words or phrases which show relationships among ideas. They are like signposts which are installed on road to show the direction to the travelers. The signposts are installed to facilitate travelers to tell them where to move now. Transitions are like a bridge which connects two roads. So is the job of transitions. They connect two thoughts and direct the reader that writer is connecting another reason with the first, or writer is introducing another idea to support the topic. You must use transitional words. Coherence can be maintained with the help of transitional words or connectors. Use transitions before you introduce any new idea. They will help you organize and connect new ideas, and they will help your readers follow the direction of your thoughts. Here are some transitions for you to use, like therefore, however, firstly, secondly, furthermore, etc. You can also use time order to arrange your supporting ideas in a way they occur, or arrange them in a chronological order. For example, first this happened, then this, after that this is, finally, etc. This method is mainly followed in narration or direction. Use transitions wherever they are required. There are mainly two types of coherence that are as follows. Interparagraph coherence, that is between the first and next paragraph, and the other one is intra-paragraph coherence, that is the coherence within the paragraph. The third and main part of an essay is conclusion. While writing your conclusion, you must be very clear about your stance. It must be the same as it was in your introduction paragraph. It can range from 5 to 6 sentences. You must be like, what I was saying was right. I still believe that I was right. I hope proved above that I was right, and I am stating it again what I believe in. Furthermore, make sure that you finish your essay on positive and optimistic note. Now we discuss some misconceptions about essay writing. Quantity does not matter, but quality does. The examiner needs to see your structure and knowledge, your own opinion expressed in clear and simple English in a convincing manner. Avoid using idiomatic verbosity or technical diction. Nothing else can irritate the examiner more than this is so-called stunt of yours. The placement of your thesis statement and topic sentence must be correct. Give them what they want. Try to improve the knowledge you have gained from other subjects. Relate your knowledge and extract convincing arguments. You may come up with points from Islamic studies or even general science. Do not prepare pet essays. Essays are never asked on one topic. It is usually a relation between two or more concepts. Keep things simpler, clear, and follow the basics. Essay never decides your allocation, so does not try to impress the examiner. Just try to pass. That will be a great favor you would be doing for yourself. Now discuss some notable or important points for English essay paper. Read all essay tips and select those issues which you have prepared the best. Select the essay which you can best attempt considering thoughtfully the aspect which is asked. Now turn your sheet and cross the page number 25, the last page, and start doing your rough work on that page. Thoroughly explore your mind and bring out all relevant points of that issue on paper. Now pick those points which are most suitable for your outline. Make a logical outline depending solely upon the statement or topic of essay set by the examiner. Reconsider each point for its relevancy and order in the outline. Remember, outline is like a cover of your essay which clearly depicts what is wrapped inside. So give it due consideration and time before starting your essay. On rough page, write an introduction for the essay. Articulate it with the best words possible. Now reconsider your outline and introduction and assess whether it fulfills the demand of the given essay. Only if you are satisfied with that rough draft, proceed with the essay. Otherwise, reject it and attempt your second best essay of similar pattern. This is important because you would not get a second chance before 1 year if you fail in this paper. This exercise would certainly take time, but do not be panicked even if it takes 40 to 45 minutes because you have done all the hard work. Write that outline and introduction neatly on your answer sheet and then proceed with the essay following the outline that you have already prepared. It is an open secret that writing standard English and grammatical play a vital role in success in essay writing for CSS exam. You should know the art of literary and scholarly writing to expatiate about improving written English, but let me give you some rudimentary tips for earning grammatical accuracy in your written expression. One should study English grammar books thoroughly to learn the correct usage of grammatical units like verbs, adverbs, adjectives, coordination, subordination, subject-verb agreement, and phrasal verb, etc. There are two parts in essay, reading and writing. Reading quality books enhances one's vision and also increases the capability to write academically. As mentioned in earlier posts, there are a few diverse areas that need to be strengthened by every CSS aspirant. Some of the resources are mentioned here that can help greatly. For reading politics, a very short introduction by Neatman Goye, an introduction to political theory by John Hofsman and Paul Graham, an introduction to political science by Mazharul Haq, Analyzing Politics by Alan Grigsby. You need to also study Penguin Dictionary of Politics. And for the reading economics books, Economics by Partha Das Gupta and Issues in Pakistan Economy by Akbar Zaidi. You have a look on Economic Survey of Pakistan. Read of World History books. World History by V.B. Rao, Western Heritage by Donald Kagan, and International History Anthony Best. For reading literature, Conquest of Happiness by Bertrand Russell, Player of Philosophy by Will Durant, Unpopular Essays by Bertrand Russell, Siddhartha by Hermann Hesse, Skeptical Essays by Bertrand Russell. For the reading philosophy, Sufi's World by Joston Gardner, and the philosophy The Power of Ideas by Brooke Noel Moray. The stages of academic writing are as here. First stage is basic grammar. You need to be well versed in tenses, parts of speech, and use of punctuations. And also you have command over sentence structure, like types of sentences, parallelism, sentence problems, and types of clauses. You are also need to be well familiar with the paragraph writing, like paragraph structure, outlining, unity and coherence, kinds of logical order, and concrete support. And then after crossing these three steps, you are be able to write an essay. The process of academic writing, you must have to know how with the process of academic writing, components of essay, patterns of essay organization, outline making, and capacity building. After that, you have to develop expression by knowing analysis, evaluation of knowledge, and proper thinking. Always remember, the key to good writing is good reading and extensive practice. So I suggest you English Passy and Composition by Karim Dad Chugtai, Exploring the World of English by Syed Saadat Ali Shah, and English Grammar in Use by Raymond Murphy, College Writing by Macmillan, Essay Writing Notes by Amar Meher, Exploring Writing by John Langan, and College Writing by Susan Anker. Now we discuss the three stages for writing a short essay. In stage 1, one must have to select a strong area of writing in the beginning. For instance, law students can write easily on law topics, and literature students can write on literary topics. Then short essay is necessary for all because it is a base for long essay and 12 papers. Short essay should be 250 to 300 words. Introduction should be of 50 to 70 words. Sportive arguments in second paragraph should be of 150 to 200 words. Conclusion should be of 50 words. And in stage 2, one has to introduce the topic and take a sentence in introduction. Support your arguments with reasons, logic, and examples in 150 to 200 words. Add proverbs, national and international local examples. Is the need to prove your stance in conclusion in the end. And in third stage, one should be able to write correct but simple English. Read the topic before your writing. Do brainstorming before writing. Write points in outline after brainstorming. Organize your points. Now it is a high time to write an essay. Majority of the candidates relies on the stereotypical substandard material available in the market instead of keeping themselves abreast of updating information and using their own mind and intelligence for innovative and genuine approaches. They demonstrate glaring flaws both in comprehension and expression. They abruptly jump at writing on a topic without comprehending its meaning, spirit, direction, and range. Consequently, a loose and lengthy jumbled lot produced without any sense of relevance, clarity, coherence, and structured organization. The angle of the question paper is heartening fact that the candidates attempt almost all topics. This manifests that due to multiple orientations and thematic variety of the given topics, the candidates do not have to face any undesirable inconvenience in finding a subject. What FPSC requires you must have to focus on it. Improve the quality of your argument through effective research and extensive reading. Learn to write whatever's on your mind on the paper academically. Understand the topic's meaning, spirit, direction, and range. Develop a sense of relevance, clarity, coherence, and structured organization. The examiners look at the outline first and foremost. There are three possible types of outlines. First one is relevant or to the point. Second one is twisted, and third one is incomprehensible due to poor English. The last two outlines, producing varieties of candidates, are half failed in examiner's mind when he reached the end of their outlines. Then he looked for the thesis statements, and again there can be three types of them: coherent and relevant, irrelevant, and incomprehensible. For the third variety, their thesis statement marks the end of their stories. The examiner skims through the pages of their sheets in next few seconds just to find out more blunders and finally award them 0 to 20 marks. For the second type of thesis statement, if the outline is irrelevant too, he gave a read to their introductory and conclusion paragraphs and just fleeting glance to the material they have written in the body. If they used correct English, the examiner awards them marks just for doing that. If the thesis is irrelevant but the outline was relevant, the examiner gives them a fighting chance. He reads the introductory paragraph if it conveys some sense as a whole. He continues if the essay is coherent and strong till the end, and his eyes do not find mistakes while turning the pages. This type of candidate can make through. For the candidates who have relevant outlines and thesis statement, they are already half past when he reached the end of their introductory paragraphs. He just skims through their essays just to check if they have written the same stuff as their outline inside, or if they have digressed and gone beyond the scope of the title. If they have not done that to an unforgiving extent, they are clear. Some candidates produce very good outlines and introductory paragraphs. Once examiner has decided to pass them, he reads whole of their essays just to decide how much they deserve above 40. But this is a very rare variety.